that same lead gen property that would maybe make you $500 to $1,000 a month, doing it the model that we're kind of showing you as you go through this training, that's probably worth a $5,000 to $10,000 a month. But generally speaking, if I do it that route, my amount I make from that, like as a lead generator, that might be a $500 to $1,000 a month client if they just rented the lead gen property from me and all the leads. That's a pretty normal number. $500,000 probably averages out about $750. Okay, as the business owner, if you took the model I did, where you could see the amount of leads you have coming in. It's predictable. You have enough data to go like, look, we get about 140 calls a month, or we get 98 calls a month, blah, blah, blah. And you do some basic modeling. More times than not, even though there may be a few extra steps of logistics that you guys got to work through, okay, and create and build some processes, which, by the way, we will help you with, okay? That same lead gen property that would maybe make you $500 to $1,000 a month, doing it the model that we're kind of showing you as you go through this training, that's probably worth a $5,000 to $10,000 a month for the extra for the extra hassle you have to go through by being the quote unquote business owner. You might get a complaint here or there. You might get who knows, whatever. The thing is never be afraid of going into business because you're afraid of the what ifs, right? So if the model I'm explaining to you, you're like, but what if one client gets mad because Cindy did the books wrong and she wants to sue me? Well, freaking get insurance, okay? But don't do a business because you're afraid of the what if. That may never happen for as long as you're in business, okay? You got to get that fear out of your vocabulary, out of your thought processes, because you could find any business for any reason. You could find a reason why someone would, could get a unhappy customer. Listen, it's okay. Trust me, the life will go on. You didn't murder their, 7 children, everything, you can figure everything out. Okay. But I think it's important that you guys understand that some of these industries that you literally could go and find the workers that want to be doing this, that don't know how to do it. Maybe they're not the right people that would ever start a business on their own, but they're really great at this one thing. And you're just simply outsourcing. A really good example of this, again, this is really way more inside of our in our wheelhouse, but like Jill. Listen, I don't know. She just posted a funny, crazy picture of me that I look awesome, I'm sure, in our banner above. But look at Jill. Like, I'm producing exactly what I'm training you guys to do tonight. That's your first one. Jill will be your first one, right? And listen, if Jill gets overran, I already got 2 and 3 people ready to rip to add to the team so we can keep you guys growing. But think about this. If you had the capacity and the ability to know, like, look, I don't have to go hiring employees, okay? I don't have to commit to payroll. I don't have to do all this stuff. But I literally know I got someone that when I sell a website, a logo, a design job, whatever, right? I know that my costs to do it are fixed at these expenses, which, by the way, at a certain point you may outgrow. At a certain point you might be like, hey, if I just employ someone full time, I'm doing 100 of these websites a month, I could severely drop my costs. Cool, we'll get to that road when we get there. It doesn't make any sense for you guys at the scale size that many of you guys are at for you to take on your first employee that's a full-time designer. It makes sense for me because I got all of you guys that I know we can build this around, right? So that's another example of, like, why wouldn't you own a web design company in your market? Why wouldn't you go rank your GMB in your market? Why wouldn't you be talking to people at the Chamber of Commerce, at your BNI meetings, at wherever? Why wouldn't you be doing that when you already know all I got to do is just generate the lead? Once I generate the lead, I already have the producer of the bookkeeping, of the web design, of the logo, whatever, right? And so it's really as simple as that, right? But I can tell you that if you generate a web design job, and let's just say you sell those websites, those custom websites or e-commerce websites or whatever, right? Let's just say that you sell them for an average of $2,000, okay? And let's just say, I don't know the pricing that Jill's put out, but I think like a website's like $3.99 for like a custom dialed in, beautiful, top notch dialed in site. So you're like, I sell it for $2, it cost me $4, I pocket $1,600. Well, if you look at the lead gen model, if you were doing that for a local business owner, not only did you have to go through some of the hassle, maybe to back and forth and negotiate, and it's too expensive or it's too cheap for you or whatever. It's like, you're making like $1,600 on just one a month. So imagine if you did 5 of those a month. So now you got $1,600 times 5. Now we're talking a whole different ballgame of money. Now that one lead gen property that you produce that you're the business owner of makes you $7,500 instead of $750. You see what I'm saying? So again, entrepreneurs, that's like the theme, okay? But it starts with your personal finances, the way that you move, the way that you make decisions, the understanding that you have. Like, these are the core concepts, foundational points that many of you guys were never taught, okay? You grew up in families that were never taught it either. And so to me, like, I can talk about SEO and lead gen until I'm freaking 90, I'm sure, right? It's not going away. Like, I'm always going to know how to rank a website, right? That's simple. And hopefully you guys that have been around me long enough get that. Like, I got it, Dan. We know how to put up a freaking site and we know how to rank it, blah, blah, blah. Okay. But if I can get you thinking on the next level, if I can get you understanding that business doesn't need to be so hard. You guys don't need to make this so difficult on yourself. There are plenty of people, I'm talking like 95% of business owners out there, don't have the skill you have. Yeah, dude, they may be able to freaking do carpet cleaning and they're good at scrubbing the shit out of some fucking carpets, right? Okay, but they don't have the skill you have, which is the most important skill in the room. So why the hell can't you start a carpet cleaning company with a company that's got trucks sitting around and there's all this remnant, these workers that want more jobs and things like that. And you're like, look, I got overflow, man. My company is blue chip carpet cleaning. I don't know what the hell you want to call it, right? And I'm just looking so someone I can outsource my jobs. Here's my fixed pricing. 4 bedrooms and a hallway is this. And you look at what they charge. Hey, but I need wholesale pricing for this because I'm going to be sending you all my overages because right now I don't have the money to get another van, maybe hire more people, and I want to do it this way. Again, I'm trying to show you the shift of only coming through the front door as a lead gen person, where you could sometimes get batched into, hey, they're just like the radio guy or gal or whatever, right? I'm trying to show you, like, there's a million ways to skin these cats. Okay, there's a million ways to take the work and energy and effort you put into one of these projects that is now producing leads because you saw it all the way through fruition. But maybe the lead gen model for the 3 or 4 business owners you can talk to, they were too stuck up. They were too, their budgets were already blown on something else. Don't throw that thing freaking away, man. Let's get smart. Let's think like an entrepreneur. Like, how do I turn this asset into money?